Right, welcome to some major developing news. You remember earlier this week kuna ule jamaa ambaye alipigwa risasi akiwa Nairobi CBD by rogue police officers. Jina lake tulikuja kutambua baadaye, anafahamika kama Boniface Kariuku. Now Boniface Kariuku was shot at close range akiuza two mask during the protest when Kenyans took to the streets to demand for justice for the one Albert Ojwang, who also died in a police cell. Yes, so that has been happening for the better part of the week. It has been making headlines, but for the last maybe 2 days unaweza ukasema kwamba mambo kidogo ilitulia. People their focus was shifted to rather some entertainment gossip. You remember the story of Mulamwa, and ikakaa kidogo ni kama watu walitolewa kwa story kidogo. But however, for those who have been following up on the Boniface Kariuku situation, we can now understand that after a story was done yesterday by fellow media outlets including Citizen TV, it was discovered that family yake Boniface Kariuku yesterday announced that ever since their son was taken and admitted at the Kenyatta National Hospital, that was 5 days ago, they have not received any call from the government. Yes, na the mother was actually crying to the journalist akisema they are calling on President William Ruto akuje na awasaidie, because while they still stay at the hospital, the bills are quite piling up, and you know surgery is not cheap. And since Boniface Kariuku was taken there, I've been informed that already over 7 surgeons wamekuwa pale manze trying to stay and save the man's life, because it was a miracle that even Boniface was still breathing after that close range shot from a shotgun, that rogue police officer. Ever since that, the police reacted by arresting the 2 rogue police officers, and they were arraigned at the Milimani Law Courts a few days ago, na wakaweza kusoma charges zao, and of course they were the court says that wataendelea bado kubaki pale as the investigation continues, but you really wonder what the investigation about, and they were caught on camera doing this brutal method of police brutality. Now ever since that, na watu wamekuwa bado wakimwendelea kumwombea Boniface Kariuku aweze kupata nafuu. The family yesterday confirmed some very sad news on Boniface's health status. Now this is what was said. This is actually an insider who said that the bullet is lodged in his head and cannot be removed. Yes, there's a picture that was shared on social media yesterday, na ukweli wa mambo ni kwamba ile risasi ambayo iliingia kwa Boniface kwa kichwa, the surgeons wamejaribu as they can, but unfortunately the bullet cannot be removed. Also, he was in surgery again yesterday, so Boniface is still alive, just not doing any good. There were 7 surgeons yesterday, and they don't think that he will make it. Only one surgeon thinks that Boniface Kariuku will come out of this situation alive, but even if he does, most of his brain matter is out, so he will still be unaware of anything happening. And actually to try and elaborate on this, a person brain capacity yako, for it to work very efficient, like what is needed, the minimum should be 15 out of 15 brain capacity. That is what humans, that is what I'm surviving on, that is what wewe mwenye unaochi video, you can clearly understand everything. You're surviving on 15 out of 15 brain capacity. However, kwa story ya Boniface Kariuku, his brain capacity after that brutal shot to the head went down to a low of 2 out of 15 brain capacity, and that just shows you that hiyo 2% inamweka live, but outside to everything, when the brain matter is out, yeye will be unaware of anything. Like if he survives this, his life will be totally different, because the family walikuwa nasema he was a fun loving guy, alikuwa ni kijana ambaye alikuwa tu mzuri kabisa, and now knowing that he will come out of this situation, if he comes out of this situation, he will not ever be the same. It's actually the most troubling part now. And yeah manze, so watu wanasema bado they will keep Boniface in their prayers even as this story is starting to get global coverage, because you remember a famous TikToker from the America ama anatoka kule US anafahamika kama Dylan Page visited Kenya 2 days ago and actually went to the scene where Boniface Kariuku's body was lying hapo kwa ground after amepigwa risasi and covered that story na akaipost kwenye mtandao wake wa TikTok and Instagram, and it's quite getting the worldwide recognition which Kenyans feel like should be there so that people can start making justice for the Kenyans wenye wamepitia police brutality, because even when the IPOA says that they are conducting investigations, there is still no trust from Kenyans kwamba they will get this right, and people are believing that bado kuna watu wanazidi kurusha, kuna watu bado wako na ushawishi sana kwa serikali, because the likes of Eliud Lagat ambaye alisemekana atakuwa questioned over Albert Ojwang's death, but people already know that nothing is going to happen to Eliud Lagat, na kuna maybe cover up ambayo ili happen kuweza kuficha nani ambaye aliweza kufanya manze kijana wetu aweze kwenda. So Boniface Kariuki manze, he was a hawker, a hustler, na inaka situation yake it's not getting any better, and according to Dylan Page, he said kwamba Wednesday 25th of June will be the mother of all protests here in Kenya, but you remember the police said that they will protect the protesters wenye ambao watakwenda kule National CBD kuweza kuprotest, but now the big question comes, what we witnessed earlier this week of goons being paid kuingia tao kupiga protesters and also to steal mali ya watu pale hivyo CBD, will that be the case? Because when goons come in, that is what provokes violence, na hapo ndio polisi pia nao wanapatanga ka reason ka kujustify their use of force. Yesterday, I guess yesterday ama sijui ni the day before, there's also a CCTV footage iliweza kucapture polisi mwingine akitoa risasi na kumfyatulia a 18-year-old boy pale hivyo Kasarani Mwiki, and that boy was actually shot dead. Yes guys, I can confirm to you, alipigwa risasi na akapoteza maisha yake, and that boy was peacefully protesting a case of a young girl, a 19-year-old mwenye alipatikana kwa room yake na mamake 8 PM akiwa manze ameuawa, amekatwa kwa shingo na chupa, and she was also alinajisiwa, yani, so that's the word naweza tumia maybe, alinajisiwa. So the mom came akapata mtoto wake amekufa akiwa 19 years kwa room, and then after residents waliweza kufind out about that, they took to the streets of Mwiki waka protest peacefully until sasa huyu police officer alikuja, mwenye ambaye already ameshakuwa identified through pictures zake ziko shared on social media, akatoa pistol yake na akapigiwa kijana risasi for nothing, and that person, the police officer, bado hatujasikia any information ama anything that says the police are trying to arrest him. So that is the latest, the sad state of our country right about now, and we are still making sure that we are following up even as the protests pick up again. Remember what happened to Ruto yesterday in Meru, and also Gachagua karudi kule and Kindiki. So politics, they are still heating up, but this story we are still following up on it to make sure that all updates zinakukujia hapa kwa hii channel. Thank you so much guys for watching, and appreciate the support. Keep subscribing so that we can reach 500,000 subscribers. Bye bye for now.
Nasikia vibaya kwa saa hii juu mtoto wangu bado hajatoka hosi, mgonjwa sana. Mara ya kwanza vile alikuwa hajabadilika.
Boniface cannot talk, and we don't expect Boniface's life to be back as the way it was. The left side of Kariuku can never come back to life.
Na tujue hali ya ukweli ya huyu kijana. Maana huyu kijana hajawahi badilika kutoka siku ya kwanza. Unakuta tu amerara, unakuta tu ni mashini inagoga na, lakini yeye hata ukimuita, umuguza, umuogereshe, harespondi kwa jambo lolote.
Nobody has reached out to the family. Nobody has called the family. From the government, may it be from the investigators, no one has contacted the family. That's where the family came in contact with the wakili.
We are planning that on Monday, maybe will approach these security agencies to see whether we can get that assistance, which has not been forthcoming to date.
Mtu alikuwa anasema ati kwa saa ati tukinini hiyo bill ndio ipunguke nitume 20 na 500, lakini mwenye walienda kuweka akaweka kimakosa ikaenda ikuwa 200 na 500, lakini nimeenda nikachukua ubinamu.